their big win off of Luka Doncic's former team, the Mavericks. The new dynamic duo of LeBron James and Luka got us thinking about the pecking order in LA. So, Shady, always got to start with you. Are the Lakers still LeBron's team?
Still.
I mean, what are we talking about?
What are we talking
Yeah, it's the king.
What kind of question is that?
Is it not? Listen, I love Luka. If you ask me, like, who's probably the most, I don't know, talented or going forward, it's going to be Luka's team eventually, but it's still LeBron. Matter of fact, it's still LeBron's league. Right? Oh, yeah, and let me get into it. I know you're like, I know the brother 40. I know his hair looks way different than it was when he came in. But if you watch the Lakers, the way they operate, yeah, it's LeBron James. He's scoring the ball when he has it in his hands or off the ball he's scoring, cutting, in the post, backdoor cuts, alley hoops, you name it. Creating, playmaking, everything you need, he's doing that. Luka is a dominant offensive player for sure, but I'm watching LeBron block shots. I'm watching LeBron get steals. I'm watching LeBron push up the pace. If you watch when they played the Mavericks, when the Mavericks were coming back, right, and Luka wasn't scoring, who was carrying the team?
It's only
It was Bron carrying the team.
123 out there.
You know, another thing, real quick. So I've been watching the Netflix series with the Olympic team, right?
Yeah.
And now we're not talking about the Lakers. We're talking about the best players in the world, right?
Yeah.
And the best players in the world come from the United States, first of all.
Right.
And as I'm watching it, I'm like, dang. You know when the alpha's in the room because everybody, including the players. Now you got Kevin Durant, you got Steph Curry, you got Ant-Man, you got all these great players. They look at LeBron first.
Yeah.
That lets you know the alpha's here, right? The timeouts in the huddle. Steve Kerr goes to LeBron first. Hey, LeBron, we're gonna run this. And all the players follow, right? Before they even started playing, you know, they were introducing all the teams, all the countries, and everybody had the blue United States outfits on. You know what LeBron James had? He had the white because he is the captain, right? It got so crazy, they started calling him Captain America. But that lets you know that when the alpha's in the room, you can tell. Another example I want to give you guys is when the 75 best players, top 75 players of all time, right? Everybody talks about all the great players, right? All the different interviews you hear about. And they all had one common factor. They say, when Michael Jordan walked in the room, you already knew it. I don't care what era you played in. It's the same thing with LeBron James. Everybody defers to him. And it's a reason. Why are we all great? No, LeBron's at the top of the mountain. I think it's his league until either he slows down or he leaves.
I like that. I like that.
Talking about the Lakers. It's his league.
Where are you going with this?
I think 100% the Lakers are still LeBron's team. I mean, there's no question about it. Face the league.
Without a doubt.
You know, we won't get into that. But on the court, though, now, Luka's running the offense. Like you can imagine when one of the top scorers of their generation.
He said,
because you know it's right. Because you know it's right. Like Luka, for me, he's going to be running that offense, but what it does is having Luka, okay, for LeBron, it allows LeBron to rest more. He doesn't have to be on the court at all times. You saw it 2 nights ago against the Mavericks. He rested. LeBron took over the fourth quarter, 16 points, put the Mavericks away. And so when you need a play, though, and you're in the huddle, like Shady was saying, or you're in a coach's meeting and JJ's like, what are we doing tonight? You better believe they're going to LeBron. LeBron, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? Now, I think Luka has a fine line to walk with LeBron, because LeBron, in my opinion, one of the greatest of all times, right?
All time.
Top 1 or 2, maybe 3. You can get into that. We're not going to debate that right now. Yeah, there you go. But also, when you have a statue player in Luka Doncic, like when you trade for him, LeBron is on the back end of his career. So I do believe LeBron sort of taking Luka by the hand, walking him through, and sort of passing the torch. Maybe not this season, but maybe next season. I think they're getting ready for that transition. But no doubt about it, today, when you walk into that Lakers facility, it's LeBron James, without a doubt, in my opinion.
James?
So, when you are a superstar player,
I was one.
a top 5 player in the basketball association, in Luka Doncic, and you come over, you get traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, right? And you play well. You just had a triple-double. You've been playing well at 30-plus points the other night, right? Ball in your hands, you're making everybody around the team better. But when you got to say, hey, bruh, is it cool if I get announced last? You got to ask.
Can I please?
You got just one time, though.
Being polite.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you mind?
Just one time?
Would he have to do that in Dallas?
Well, of course not. Of course not.
Because it's his team.
Right.
When it ain't your team, Just like we all ask questions, right? Hey, man, it's cool. I get a day off. We ain't just taking days, right? You got to go to the people that run this place. LeBron runs the Lakers right now. This is LeBron's team, and I truly still believe this is LeBron's league. Because, like Shady said, when you go and you put together against the best players in the world, who was the captain?
Yep.
LeBron. Who ran that team? LeBron. Even on the basketball court, we're not even talking about leadership-wise. LeBron was the guy they went through during the USA basketball team, too, instead of the last game when Steph took over. But LeBron was the guy. And LeBron is still the guy in L.A. It's the reason why Luka was resting in the fourth quarter against the Mavs. You get your old... We know who we're going through right now. Right now, when we strictly talking, right now, not 3 years from now, not 2 years from now, right now, this is LeBron.
Let's hear it, Slick.
Team.
I feel like we're doing an infomercial for LeBron.
I'm just saying, man.
LeBron.
They both said team and
Holy
league.
cow.
Where you at?
All right, hold on. Look, we can say who thinks they're the alpha of a team, right? It's or whose team it is and who says it's their team. The guys on the team don't decide whose team it is. The opponent decides whose team it is.
Okay.
And I would be with you guys right up until about halfway through the fourth quarter against the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
And that's when I saw what I needed to see in terms of who team it is. Let's watch what we got here. Okay, so we're going to go through Luka. Luka, go to work. Go to work. Go to work.
Smaller guy on him. Double guy on him.
Okay. Now
Back
we got to
to
go.
him.
We got to go double that dude. All right,
is that Christie?
You know what?
Double
LeBron,
again.
we're going to let you have a wide open
Hit it.
shot. But this is the thing. The Dallas Mavericks said, we are more worried about Luka than we are LeBron James. To me, that says who they are playing through and who they fear the most. And so Luka coming in, of course. I mean, it's LeBron James. You guys just pointed it out. He still might be the face of the league. If I'm coming in, I don't come in like stomping my feet and going, okay, move aside, old man. This is my team. You want to play it right? Yeah. You want to be polite. You want to be respectful. But even LeBron knows at this point, it's Luka's team.
Hey,
like
so
the
You're saying
Lakers have
LeBron
said.
knows it.
So
LeBron, without question. And what I appreciate is LeBron is welcoming it the same way that Steph Curry moved aside for Kevin Durant when they got together. Because he realized,
You think it's the same thing?
I didn't know if LeBron had it in him to be that, to say, I will take a step back. I will be Kyrie to you.
I got some questions.
I'm being respectful.
You're raising your hand.
I appreciate that.
So since Luka has been with the Lakers, who's been playing better? I'm getting somewhere. You will say,
I don't think Luka has played particularly well.
but LeBron has been playing the best, correct?
Without question.
Another thing I'm thinking about when I
Okay, wait a minute. But you finished that thought. Why did you take us there? Don't just like make a point.
I just wanted you to agree with me for a second. Well, when I watched that clip, though, if Christie was guarding LeBron, they would do the same. They would double team.
Who did they give the ball?
But really quick though, Slick though, did you hear J Kidd in the timeout? This is strictly a Luka thing against Dallas. We didn't want you to. We just traded you. We don't want you to wreck this game and have 40. Sure. So at any time, if LeBron has 40, LeBron has 40. We didn't trade him from Dallas to Los Angeles Lakers. So this was strictly a Luka. You are not finna have a night against us. So every time you get it, we are going to double team you, especially points wise. So when Luka gets it down there in the post, you are gonna double, and we'll live with LeBron shooting the three.
Who had the triple double?
Luka did. Okay. But who played the best that night though?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Fourth quarter,
who did
16.
they play? Who did they play through? LeBron brought it home in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But if we're going to look at the entirety of the game and who had the biggest impact, Luka was getting everybody involved.
You only talk about offense though. What about LeBron James directing everybody on defense? What about that? What about him directing even on offense?
Look,
I'm watching him as the captain of the leader. He's pointing out all the decisions. You go here, you go there, you do this, you do that. We see it all the time. When Luka don't have the ball in his hands, you know where he's at? Hold on, a serious question, because I like Luka, though.
Yeah.
When Luka don't have the ball in his hands, do you know where he's at? He's on the side chilling.
Where do you think LeBron is?
LeBron's doing cutting back doors, all type of stuff. One thing about LeBron, it's funny, when LeBron went to Miami, I was like, man, how is he going to work with D-Wade coming to his team, right? Because LeBron's used to having the ball in his hands all the time. And LeBron showed me how versatile he is because LeBron can score. This is how they are talking about his IQ. And when you talk about somebody's IQ, it's offense and defense, right? On his playmaking. Yeah. When the ball's not in LeBron James' hands, he is still impactful like the ball's in his hands. You see him cutting. You see him getting guys open. You see him doing these different things. Right, where some guys, when the ball's not in hand, they're standing waiting for the ball.
So I got a question for you, though, Slick, because,
LeBron James?
When we see Luka, we see this dude kind of like baby LeBron, makes everybody around him better, all the right plays.
Offensively,
demands a double team because they play the same. Really good IQ, right? Makes everybody around them better, right? But